Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to discuss today something that hit me when I did the installation of this HyVibe system on this Ovation. I did another video about that. When I was going through the presets of this, so get a close-up of here. When you back up, when you turn the thing on, it goes right to tuner, and then if you go to effects, you get this effects block. It's a little bit harder to see, but this little block picture here is a 3x3 grid with 9 effects on it, and so like it's on reverb, and as I cycle through here, chorus, echo, phaser, tremolo, octaver, distortion, boost, off. Okay, so as you do with any new piece of gear, you start going through these and playing with them, see how they sound. So, you know, I'm like, the ones are pretty obvious. You know, that's reverb. You can hear it in the background. Sounds good. Chorus. And you're like, yeah, that's chorus. I like that. Echo. Yep. Phaser. So anyway, I'm going through these, and I get down to this one called boost. Like, well, that doesn't sound like any effect or anything, but it sounds different. And then I went to off, and I played again. Okay, so the boost obviously did something. But more than just volume, more than just boosting the volume. So what I decided to do is look into it in the phone app. So give me a second here and let me start to record my phone app, and then we'll put it on the screen. Should be recording now. Go back to HyVibe. Okay, so now I'll put this up on the screen. Hopefully you can see this. And so you got your banks, and this is the 3x3 grid. It's shown when you go into the application. I go down to boost here. Let me back up just a minute and talk about the importance of the levels and calibration, because this is going to become important in a minute here. The other thing that I noticed when I did the install on this guitar is it was really loud at first. It was getting a lot of feedback. And it took me a while to figure out, okay, the first thing that you should probably do is go into this system screen, and you click in here twice. And notice the top here, it's got a gain. I had to reduce the gain down on this guitar quite a bit. I think it was defaulted to like 23 or something like that. So you see I've got it down at 11. And then once you do that, then you can do this this calibration where you hold on to your, you know, so I'm holding on to the strings, and it does this frequency spectrum sweep through, you know, everything, and then it sort of calibrates itself. That's really important to do to sort of get rid of all the feedback that you might get on the system. So from there, I can go back into effects and talk about this. So go back into HyVibe here. So what I was going to show you is under boost. I was curious why this sounded different. And of course, you got the gain at the top of the screen here. It's set on 23, and I think if you compare to like chorus or something, if we do a modify on that, the gain is only 20. So it's a little bit higher, and you know that gives a little bit of volume boost. But the main thing that I think is important about this boost thing is the equalizer. And that's what I wanted to talk about here, was a little bit of how equalizer can be so powerful to change the sound of the instrument. And in my case, this Ovation has been a great guitar, but in some ways it sounded a little flat to me compared to the Eastman that I bought. And now especially to that new Emerald that I got. But what I noticed is that if I played with the EQ on this, so if I click on this EQ right now, it says none. That's because that's a preset. And so what you can do here is play with the different frequencies to get a sound that you like. And I've got a picture of this over on my computer that I'm comparing to. So what I ended up doing, because I just did a factory reset so I could walk you guys through this from the beginning, I ended up adjusting some of these things way down different from what it was. And then once you get it, you know, this is one of the things you just got to play with. And then once you get it set to the way that you want it, then what I'm going to show you here is you save it, you give it a name, and we'll call this my Ovation preset. Add to presets. Okay, so now you see at the top of the screen here under equalizer it says preset Ovation. Oh, actually, even though I did a factory reset, it remembered my one from before. It was still saved in the system. So now when I back up here, you see for boost, now it's got a star after it at the top of the screen. That means it's been modified from the original factory setting. And under equalizer, you see it says Ovation EQ. And so now I've got kind of the sound that I like. And then now how you can use this to your other presets, this is where it becomes important. We back up here to the banks and say, okay, I love that equalizer sound. How do I apply it to all my other presets? So you can just start going through the list here. You say you modify your reverb, and what you want to do is you got reverb on your first effect, add an effect, come along and find equalizer. Right now it says default. Go here, change that to your the one that you set. There it is, Ovation EQ, and there it is. And now my reverb has the benefit of not just reverb, but the equalizer that I set for the other one. Probably should have played something before and after so you could hear the difference. Let's switch over to chorus. I haven't changed chorus yet. Okay, and then modify that, add your equalizer effect, change the preset to what you had saved before. There it is. Now my chorus has a star after it because it's been changed, and now it has the equalizer applied. There you go. So that's the power of the EQ in this HyVibe system. I thought it was pretty important. I use it all the time now. I put it on, I'm going to go through here and add it to all my effects. And it just made a difference to me every time I pick up the guitar. I've got the sound that I like that was missing before. When I turn it off. And now when I have it off, the guitar just sounds a little bit more flat to me and not quite as exciting. So it adds a little bit of whatever was missing out of the guitar. So that's what I think is an important thing about this HyVibe system. Not only adds effects, but the EQ is really powerful to add in those frequencies that your guitar might be missing, that you desire in your sound. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments, and if there's anything else that you'd like me to show, I can do that. Thank you.